The first item on the agenda is consideration of the minutes of the meeting held on August the 12th, 2022. We'll consider those minutes now. I'll entertain a motion regarding the minutes.
Move to adopt the minutes.
A second.
Any discussion? I call for the question. All in favor of the motion signify by raising your right hand. All opposed? The motion carries. Agenda item 2. The commission will consider the election of commission chair and vice chair. I'll entertain a motion from the commission regarding the election of chair. Go
I
ahead.
move to accept John J. Massett as our chair.
Second.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
The motion carries. I'll entertain a motion for vice chair. Do I have any nominations?
I move to accept Lanier Brown as our vice chair.
Do I have a second? Any discussion?
Let's get somebody else.
No, we won't. Call for the question. All in favor of the motion signify by raising your right hand. Congratulations, Mr. Vice Chair.
Jay, I'm going to pass it
Pass.
on to Bruce.
Okay.
Sign and approve.
Item 3 on the agenda, we'll have a report from Director LaFleur.
Okay, let me congratulate the chair and vice chair on your hard-fought election victories. And
Express your condolences, right?
condolences, as the case may be, as the case may be. I'd also like to recognize and welcome our newest commissioner, serving in the professional engineer position, Frank McFadden, who resides in Mobile. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Okay, well, good morning to everyone in the room. This is the first meeting of the Alabama Environmental Management Commission for fiscal year 2023. Each October at the beginning of our new fiscal year, we look back at the past year to see how the department has done against its annual operating plan and report to you departmental plans for the coming year. Before each of the 6 commission meetings during the year, you receive a written memorandum that updates you on progress toward meeting the objectives set out in the current operating plan. Through those memoranda, the Commission, as well as the public, has the means to hold the department accountable for our performance throughout the year. In 2019, the department and the commission updated the Unified Strategic Plan, as is done every 5 years. The goals in the department's annual operating plan are the same as those in the 5-year Unified Strategic Plan. To achieve the 5-year goals in the strategic plan, each year the department develops an annual operating plan that sets forth specific objectives toward achieving the goals. Today's report will review those objectives for FY22 and FY23. The strategic plan and each annual operating plan shared goals are effective and responsive commission, high-performing work environment, credible relationships with external stakeholders, and effective and efficient departmental operations. The department's annual operating plan has objectives that can be categorized in 2 ways: those that are continuous and those that have a finite completion time frame. Continuous objectives are those that are in the operating plan every year. These are activities like communication practices, promoting professional development, regularly measuring performance, public outreach activities, innovation, and so forth. Finite objectives include such activities as completing construction on physical facilities, implementing specific new programs or systems, technology upgrades, and the like. In the FY22 operating plan had 105 objectives, with 60 categorized as continuous and 45 with a finite completion schedule. All finite objectives due to be completed in 22 were accomplished, and planned progress on all other objectives was achieved. The FY23 operating plan has 110 itemized objectives, of which 45 have a finite completion schedule. The next several slides will recap some of the individual FY22 departmental operating plan objectives accomplished during the past fiscal year and provide a general description of some of the new objectives in the FY23 plan. The objectives are grouped under the 4 broad shared goals in the Unified 5-Year Strategic Plan. The first goal in the department's annual operating plan is to have an effective and responsive commission. To achieve this goal, there must be effective communication between me as director and each of the 7 commissioners. This involves a set of ongoing objectives that continue year to year. The commission and the public are provided a written schedule of all anticipated rulemaking well before proposed rules are formally presented. Before each of the 6 regularly scheduled commission meetings, the ongoing rulemaking information memo is sent to each commissioner and posted on the ADEM website. This practice will continue. The director will continue one-on-one meetings 6 times per year with each commissioner to discuss the latest issues confronting the department and affecting our environment. As in the past, the director will provide a written memorandum entitled ADEM Update prior to each commission meeting, highlighting significant new activities in each of the department's 5 divisions and addressing interim progress on the individual objectives set out in the department's annual operating plan. And the director will deliver a report at each commission meeting. The reports will include a review of standard EPA performance metrics, an analysis of the state of the environment in Alabama, and other environmental topics. Except for my failing to deliver a report to the June 22nd commission meeting, each of these objectives was accomplished in FY22 and will continue as objectives in FY23. The ongoing rulemaking memo, the ADEM update memo, and the director's reports are available to any interested party on the ADEM website in e-file under the heading Director's Correspondence. Goal 2, High-Performing Work Environment, has several sub-goals or objectives that focus on resource management, including financial, physical, and human resources. Other objectives under this goal focus on management activities that promote high performance. There are both ongoing objectives that are the same year to year and fixed horizon objectives that are to be accomplished within a specific time frame that may be 1 or more years. On the financial and physical resource side, as was the case in FY22, the department successfully worked with the governor's office, legislative leadership, and interested non-government individuals and entities to obtain the department's FY23 general fund appropriation of $4 million, which represents about 7% of our operating budget. In FY22, the department was also successful in obtaining other financial resources in addition to our general fund appropriation and the normal programmatic funding from EPA. Several noteworthy competitive grants were $1 million for coastal litter reduction through the Gulf of Mexico Energy Security Act, $520,000 for the Clean Diesel Program, $319,000 for fine particle air monitors through the American Rescue Plan Act, $200,000 under a state environmental justice co-op agreement, and $200,000 for expansion of our exchange network to increase departmental efficiency through e-enterprise. In total, the department was able to obtain competitive grant funding of nearly $2.5 million over and above normal programmatic funding. The department also successfully worked with communities with boating infrastructure needs to obtain $400,000 in pass-through grants. These represent a good progress in our continuous effort to obtain innovative funding for the department and the public entities we regulate. In FY22, we made progress on our largest physical resource upgrade, the multi-year Mobile Field Office development. Funding for the $11 million facility was completed with a $3 million supplemental appropriation from the Alabama legislature and a $2 million inflation adjustment from the Alabama Gulf Coast Recovery Council. That project is now 26% complete. Here's an aerial photo of the Mobile Field Office construction underway. You'll see Broad Street on the right and the Coast Guard Station, Mobile Bay, and Brooklyn Aeroplex at the top. This second photo is from the back portion of the site, showing concrete block going up on the recently poured slab of the main building with the boat shed in the foreground. In the human resource management effort to promote a high-performing work environment, the department has continued to recruit interns and co-op students with the objective of encouraging the most talented candidates to become permanent employees when they graduate. During 2022, we were able to recruit 8 interns and co-ops. The department has and will continue to focus on advancing diversity within the department through specific initiatives, including recruiting at all Alabama and many out-of-state historically black colleges and universities. We recruit minority candidates from many other regional colleges and universities as well. In keeping with the current trend in recruiting, we are also using online recruiting services. Another ongoing objective in the management of human resources is to promote professional development of our workforce, which is necessary to support a high-performance organization. Progress made includes, during FY22, 27 individuals completed a voluntary leadership training program developed by the department in cooperation with Auburn University Montgomery. The program trains ADEM professional staff who have not yet become managers. In total, 114 personnel have completed the program since its inauguration in 2019. In FY23 operating plan, it will continue the leadership training initiative. Among the most significant personnel programs in the last 3 years that will continue in FY23 is teleworking. The department, working again in cooperation with Auburn University Montgomery, developed a specialized program to train managers on how to manage a remote workforce. All our managers have completed the course. Approximately 55% of our personnel are able to telework either 1 or 2 days per week. In FY 2020, the department began providing specialized accreditation training to assist our personnel seeking to achieve the professional engineer or professional geologist designation. These initiatives help develop and retain more of our high-achieving individuals. In FY 22, 36 individuals took advantage of the opportunity and enrolled. That program will continue in FY 23. In FY 22, we introduced you to one individual who earned his PE accreditation. We currently have 3 individuals in the Certified Public Manager CPM 1 accreditation program and 8 more in the Advanced CPM 2 program. They'll graduate later this month, and I'll introduce them individually at the December commission meeting. This list of professional development objectives does not include the numerous continuing education programs our personnel engage in to maintain their accreditation. The FY 23 operating plan will continue to emphasize professional development. Also within the broad goal of promoting a high-performing work environment, we will continue the practice of regularly using objective, relevant data to measure work performance. This is accomplished in part by presenting updated standard EPA dashboard analyses for the air, water, hazardous waste, and drinking water programs at commission meetings. We present these metrics to keep the commission and the public informed about performance, but as importantly, the department uses the dashboards to track its results, which is a necessary activity if we are to continue being a high-performing organization. The most recent dashboard updates show the department continues to beat national averages. Finally, innovation is an important objective within the goal of achieving a high-performing work environment. As is typical, ideas generated in FY 21 and 22 resulted in tangible actions in FY 22. For example, implementation of the first phases of the Alabama Environmental Permitting and Compliance System, APACS, which is our newly developed integrated software system that will put ADEM yet another generation ahead of the rest of the nation in automation. An expedited statewide approach to litter programs, including distributing more than 1,100 no littering signs, as you see on this slide, requested by municipalities. Developing an anti-littering public service announcement, developing litter capture programs for disadvantaged communities, and installing educational anti-littering sculptures at 8 interstate welcome centers and rest stops that also promote recycling. This is the latest sculpture installed 3 weeks ago at the Governor Guy Hunt rest stop on I-65 in Cullman, showing a largemouth bass. We also initiated a recycling grants award ceremony. We automated our air monitors and completed rubber modified asphalt demonstration projects at 2 state parks to promote recycling of scrap tires. These are additional examples of innovative ideas that resulted in tangible actions. The department has also used innovation to develop new means of public outreach. Some examples are individualized public notice announcements delivered to every home within a specified radius of high-interest permitting actions, utilizing the U.S. Postal Service Every Door Direct Mail program. In 2022, there were 4 permitting actions that utilized the program. The launch of the AlabamaWaterProjects.com website to inform the public of the American Rescue Plan Act and bipartisan infrastructure law grant programs is another example. Our first efforts at public service announcements encouraging participation in the ARPA and BIL grant programs by public drinking water and wastewater systems ties in with the new Alabama Water Projects website. Finally, editorials to educate the public on upgrading water and sewer systems and the fact that local leaders, rather than ADEM, have control over local land use and are these are additional examples of new means to reach out to the public. New innovative ideas developed in FY22 and 23 will no doubt prompt tangible actions in FY23. Maintaining a high-performance organization requires continual improvement. Many of the objectives in the high-performing work environment goal, which include providing financial and physical and human resources, utilizing data-driven performance measures, and promoting innovation, are ongoing endeavors that continue to move us forward, but by their nature are never fully completed. For that reason, a number of the 25 objectives in the FY23 plan within this broad goal remain the same as they were in FY22. The third broad goal is credible relationships with external stakeholders. Objectives to achieve this operating plan goal include engaging at least twice per year with all interested regulated industry groups, as well as meeting with elected officials, state agencies, civic groups, and any group or individual interested in working with the department on environmental issues. That objective was achieved in FY22 and continues to be an objective for FY23. We plan to continue engaging with specific community stakeholder groups, including low-income, minority, and disadvantaged communities. A detailed update on the department's activities to promote outreach and fair treatment to those groups was presented at the August Commission meeting. The FY22 and planned FY23 activities include formal environmental justice training for all ADEM personnel, formal training in diversity, equity, and inclusion for all employees, updating and publishing on our website the community engagement document that provides the public a way to track the many ways the department goes about creating credible relationships with external stakeholders. The cover of that page is on the screen now. The FY23 operating plan continues objectives to build credible relationships with external stakeholders utilizing the internet by encouraging the public to use the e-maps, e-file, what's happening in your county, water quality information, e-complaint, and other applications available on our website to help citizens access information about their specific geographic areas of interest and, if needed, to voice their concerns. We are encouraging the public to view the live streaming of commission meetings and rulemaking hearings on our website. The planned upgrade to our website to make it more user-friendly has been delayed in part to fully implement the Apex software upgrades, so the website upgrades can incorporate new features available from the software upgrades currently underway. For more than 2 years, we have been working with outside experts to improve communication with the public. That effort is showing results and will continue to be a priority in the FY23 operating plan. A few of the other objectives met in FY22, some of which will be ongoing in FY23, include expanding Geographic Information System, or GIS, tools to help the public obtain information on their specific geographic point of interest, expanding environmental education initiatives to include all grades K through 12, implementing lead testing of drinking water fixtures at all public Alabama schools and daycares and pre-K facilities, and mandatory PFAS testing of all public drinking water systems in the state. Altogether, the goal of credible relationships with external stakeholders includes 46 discrete objectives set out in the FY23 operating plan. The fourth and final ADEM operating plan goal is efficient and effective departmental operations. This is a critical element in the department's efforts to provide high-quality, cost-effective services to Alabama citizens. A major objective under this goal is to meet or exceed our detailed annual work plan commitments with EPA. Specific work plans are negotiated with EPA for the NPDES water program, the drinking water program under the Safe Drinking Water Act, the air program under the Clean Air Act, and the hazardous waste program under the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act. The department met all work plan commitments in FY22. Meeting or exceeding EPA work plan commitments continues to be an objective for FY23. For more than a decade, the department has invested considerable resources in electronic tools to promote public outreach and to improve the efficiency of our day-to-day work output. That investment in automation has allowed us to become the lowest cost provider of environmental regulation in the nation while maintaining among the highest quality performance in the nation. Some of the initiatives include the high priority multi-year objective for the development and implementation of a new generation of computer software begun in FY 2020 that is ongoing and scheduled to be complete in FY 24. All major internal electronic data entry, reporting, and performance tracking programs will be included. The software systems will be integrated among in-house divisions, external regulated entities, and with EPA systems. All milestones through FY22 were met on schedule. With greater automation and increasing remote work, maintaining cybersecurity measures, including secure communication and data storage, as well as overall system backup, are important ongoing objectives in the operating plan. Other objectives under the efficient and effective departmental operations goal completed in FY22 include development of the ADEM web portal, development of enhanced capabilities to access beach monitoring data, implementation of the online smoke school training module for industry participants, replacement of the department's 2023 network switch infrastructure, and development of the planned laboratory equipment replacement schedule. Objectives from FY22 that will continue in FY23 include regular formal and informal internal communication, implementing the APAC's conversion for solid waste and other land division programs, the CAFO program and the AIR program, initiate updates to ADEM rules to conform to federal rules, rationalize rules where needed, and improve regulatory oversight, and continuation of the stepped-up state revolving fund loan marketing program to help address deteriorating water and wastewater infrastructure, especially in disadvantaged and small communities. Some of the new FY23 objectives for efficient and effective departmental operations includes implement the new APAC's recycling facility reporting module, modify the electronic drinking water reporting EDWR program to incorporate the submission of lead service line inventories, distribute American Rescue Plan Act and bipartisan infrastructure law funds to public drinking water and wastewater systems, implement state revolving fund loan database, and complete the external IT security audit and address the findings in that audit. Altogether, the goal of efficient and effective departmental operations includes 36 individual objectives set out in the FY23 operating plan. Additional information on progress in meeting the 105 objectives in our FY22 operating plan is available in the 6 ADEM update reports mentioned earlier that were prepared during FY22. Once again, these are available on the ADEM website. You received copies of the FY23 Departmental Operating Plan with its 110 individual objectives. Additional copies are available on the table outside the meeting room for others who may be interested. While development of the department's operating plan is an annual activity, many of the initiatives focus on positioning the department to be a high-performing organization for the long term. That long-term focus includes developing our future leaders through education and recognizing their accomplishments, establishing a routine of regularly measuring performance, embracing innovation, including modern leading-edge automation to allow high performance despite extremely low funding, building lasting relationships with various stakeholder groups, and providing the physical facilities and other tools necessary to accomplish the department's mission. The FY23 operating plan undertakings are ambitious. We are committed to performing to the same high standards as we did in 2022. That concludes the report. I'll be pleased to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions? Thank you.
Okay, thank
Director
you.
LaFleur. All right, item 4 on the agenda is a report from the commission chair, and the commission chair has no report. Item 5. This time the commission would like to review a proposed resolution from former Commissioner Thomas P. Walker, a professional engineer. At this time, I would like to read the resolution. Whereas Thomas P. Walters, professional engineer, was appointed to the professional engineer position of the Alabama Environmental Management Commission on August the 22nd, 2018, and served until September 30th, 2022. And whereas during Mr. Walters' tenure on the commission, he served in the leadership positions of chair and vice chair of the commission and chair of the personnel committee, and as a member of the personnel committee. And whereas due to Mr. Walters' engineering expertise and professional background, he provided experience, wisdom, and foresight in the commission's deliberations on significant issues. And whereas Mr. Walters' dedication, insight, and support of the efforts of the commission and those of the Alabama Department of Environmental Management will be greatly missed. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Alabama Environmental Management Commission express gratitude to Thomas P. Walters, P.E., for his contribution to a better environment and an improved quality of life for the citizens of Alabama. This time I'll entertain a motion from the commission regarding the resolution.
I move to approve, adopt the resolution as presented. Second.
Any discussion? This time I'll call for the question. All in favor to adopt the resolution signify by raising your right hand. The motion carries. Item 6, the ADEM Director's Job Performance Evaluation. The Commission is conducting an evaluation of Director LaFleur's job performance as a part of the ADEM Director Job Performance Evaluation. A small number of written comments were received regarding Director LaFleur's job performance, and all but one comment letter was favorable and complimentary of Director LaFleur's job performance. All the written comments have been provided to the Commissioners and the Director and considered as part of this evaluation. I note that in its deliberation under this item, the Commission may wish to consider designating him to meet with the Director regarding his evaluation and execute the verification of understanding between the Commission and the Director regarding the results of his evaluation. The evaluation of the Director may or may not include consideration of an adjustment to the Director's salary, reminding the Commission that Director LaFleur is currently in Step 15 of pay grade 91. I note that Step 15 of pay grade 91 increased from $176,191.20 to $183,240, effective 9/1/22, due to an across-the-board raise or salary adjustment of 4% for state employees passed by the Alabama legislature. I note that Step 16 of pay grade 91 is a per year salary of $187,924.80, and Step 17 is a per year salary of $192,645.60. Do I have any comments from the Commissioners and any discussion related to the evaluation of Director LaFleur? Do I have a motion from the Commission?
I move that we approve a salary advance for Director LaFleur of one step to Step 16, pay grade 91, and designate the Commission Chair to meet with the Director regarding evaluation and execution of the understanding between the Commission and Director regarding the results of his evaluation.
Do we have a second?
I second.
Any discussion? I'll call for the question. All in favor of the motion, signify by raising your right hand. The motion carries. Brings us to item 17. We don't have any other business. Item 7, we don't have any other business. Item 8. Yes.
Rescind.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry, I got to hit. Right there.
Yes, sir. That's it. That's right.
That brings us to future business sessions. The next commission meeting is scheduled for December 9th, 2022. This time I'd like to ask, are all the commissioners available on that day? Anyone not available? Great. That brings us to the point on the docket where we'll hear from the public regarding comments. We've had two requests to make presentations. The first is from Justin Overton, Executive Director of Alabama Riverkeeper, Coosa River Keepers. We've also had a request from Victoria Miller, an advocacy assistant with the Alabama River Alliance. At this time, I will entertain a motion regarding approving, denying, or tabling the request to make presentations.
Mr. Chairman, I'm a little concerned. These 10-minute type presentations are supposed to be submitted 14 days prior to the commission meeting. These got here late yesterday afternoon. Does that mean we should maybe table the resolution, or asking them to speak, or should we go with the 3-minute rule for people who just sign up the day of? I'm not sure what the answer to that is.
Yeah.
But the day before is not a satisfactory way to handle this kind of thing. I have not even had a chance to look through this stuff.
I haven't either. Can't enjoy it.
It's not good.
Any other comments from commissioners? Any discussion?
Maybe put that to the next meeting and have a chance to
Chance.
put this over.
All right. Well, if that's the case, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Call for the question. Any further discussion? Call for the question. All in favor of the motion signify by raising your right hand. I haven't met Miss Overton and Miss Miller. I guess you're both here. I haven't.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry this happened. It would really help us. I know I didn't really get it until very late yesterday and just did not have an
Well, I
opportunity.
understand. I didn't realize there was a 14-day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I hate you
I
had,
certainly wouldn't have wanted to waste my time
Oh.
to get here from Birmingham or yours, so
Right.
we'll keep that in mind in the future. Thank
okay,
you.
okay. I'm sorry you had to make the trip, and we'll look forward to hearing from you
Right,
next
yeah,
time.
Thank you.
All right? I don't think we have any other requests to speak, so I guess I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by raising your right hand. We're adjourned.